All right, let's continue on. We're talking with Dave. Dave, you're with Allworth Money Matters.
How come you guys never talk about options? Huh?
You want us to?
You remember that call?
Oh, yes, I know.
Gosh.
This is
There
bringing
are things that I try to suppress, Dave. A lot of painful things in my childhood, and the call a couple of weeks ago on the options.
Oh, I
Come
didn't
on,
know.
the options. I want to hear about the options.
I didn't know what
That's right. He was angry.
I couldn't figure out what his agenda was.
He was very angry. Yeah, he's not a happy man. No.
He's not. Well, you sound like a happy man, so you can spend all day on this call.
Well, hello, neighbors. I moved to the beautiful hills of El Dorado in 1997. So,
Wow, you've been there a long time.
Long time. A lot of changes, but still a nice place.
I moved there in 1995, a couple years before you. El Dorado Hills, and I probably will die there.
Yeah.
So what can we do to help?
I have a couple questions about Roth conversions and asset allocation.
All right.
How old are you?
I'm 65. I'll be 66. And my spouse will be 65 in December.
Okay.
And I'm thinking of suspending my Social Security at full retirement age, and suspending my wife's. I started taking Social Security at 62, and that'll enhance my ability to do the Roth conversions before required.
You can suspend at any time.
Yeah, you don't have to wait till then.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what's your income now?
Income now is Social Security between the two of us at $42,000. Pension that it has no COLA at $41,000. Dividends off my non-tax deferred, not qualified brokerage account of about $15,000. And then my wife has part-time work, about $7,000 a year. That's about $105,000.
Okay.
And how much do you have in IRAs, 401ks?
In qualified IRAs, $3.3 million.
And how much money do you have outside
In
of
your brokerage, savings, CDs?
1.3.
And of the 1.3, how much of that is doesn't have a huge capital gain built up in it? How much could you withdraw without any taxes?
It's all capital gain mostly. Probably 80% capital gains.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I started in 1987. Got my first job, and I got my first real job, and sat down and wrote a check to Vanguard and started every paycheck. I'd try to put $100.
Excellent.
That's how it works.
There's no, it's funny. There's no easy way.
That's how it works.
There's no easy way to accumulate.
And then
assets.
as your income went up, it went to $200, then it went to $400, and then it went to $1,000.
If I got a bonus check, I didn't change my spending.
You went and bought a new Hummer.
No, I did not. So that's $4.6 million.
Yeah.
And the total asset allocation is 60-40, 60% equity, 40% bonds.
And are you taking any money from these IRAs right now?
Yeah, when I needed a new deck, yeah. When I got the front yard redone, yeah. But otherwise, we're pretty much living off them. Yeah. I've sometimes, but not very much.
Why would you wouldn't, you can do plenty of Roth conversions without suspending the 401k.
I mean, the
Social Security.
You're forgetting something.
Oh, okay. We're going to talk about Medicare.
My affordable care handcuffs.
Oh, because
the golden handcuffs.
How long do you have the affordable care?
I retired at 53.
I know, but you're 65 now.
Right. I'm on Medicare, but my wife's not.
Okay, and when does she qualify? When does she come off?
The handcuffs come off in December this year.
And that's when she goes on Medicare.
Right.
Okay.
So you're not going to do anything this year. Let's explain that to the listeners real quick, Scott.
Let me say, over the 12 years, you know what that Affordable Care Act's been worth to me?
Yes, a lot.
How much?
They had
tell me.
$141,000.
250 to 300.
Holy
Good Lord.
smokes! Well, they had you in.
I had premiums of $2 a month.
They had you in mind when they designed the Affordable Care Act, Dave. That's what they were thinking.
Yeah, because so just for our listeners, the Affordable Care, it's based upon your income, not your assets.
And so what happens is that we do it all the time, right? Which is you spend down brokerage accounts or money in the bank.
Don't touch your retirement accounts for a period of time. So
anything that you can even actually take loans out and actually bridge you, and you can make an economic sense to actually do that.
Of course, yes.
Yeah,
even paying 7 or 8% loan cost.
Yes.
And quite frankly, I always, I kept my income low on what I told them it was, and then at the end of the year, we evened up, and I kept the money for the year. So
yeah. So once that comes off, well, let's talk about 2026, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I haven't done the conversions, because for a while there was a cliff, and if my income went over, and I was paying, the premiums were $25,000 a year, and if I went over the cliff, then I owed them $25,000.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's why I've not done.
But you just start the Roth conversions in 2026. I don't know if I would touch that Social Security.
That was my question.
Yeah,
okay. I can suspend. And should I suspend my 41 or 42,000 in Social Security income?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Here's why.
So
Look at this.
Yeah.
In 2033 or 2034, we're talking about 8-9 years from now. You want to talk about a cliff? There's a cliff in the Social Security. The way the current law is written on Social Security, when that trust fund goes negative, there's an automatic reduction of 23-24%
Across the board.
Yeah.
But-
That's why I took it at 62.
Yeah, but it won't be across the board.
You've got $4.6 million. Right now, Obamacare is only looking at your income. They don't look at your assets.
That won't be the case.
Right.
And not only that, when you've got required minimum distributions, I don't care how good a job you do in Roth conversions, you're still going to have pretty substantial required minimum distributions. That's going to put your income at a high level. So I would now suspend.
I would actually keep the Social Security doing and start the Roth conversions in January.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he's brilliant management.
Nice job.
It's funny. As a taxpayer, I hate hearing these things, but as an advisor, I love it. Right? So,
I didn't write.
Oh no! I totally we help people figure out how to drive trucks through little mouse holes.
We do it all.
No, I mean it's what quite frankly, I'm thrilled with my retirement. Everything's just wonderful, and it would have been tough without that. Without the Affordable Care Act.
Okay. I don't think anyone out there is feeling for you, Dave.
No?
So instead of 4.6, he would have 4.3.
Yeah, I don't think anyone out there is like, oh, poor Dave. Just telling you.
Come on. Let's talk about options.
Okay, all right.
I wish you will.
My other question.
Okay, quick.
It's just the asset allocation. I'm 60-40, but 100% of the non-qualified is in equities, so that means about 50-50 in the qualified. Since I'm not planning to touch that qualified until required minimum distributions, I should be more aggressive there and bring the whole thing to 70-30, or
it depends on. I mean, I'd model it through and say, all right, given these scenarios, my 4.6 is now worth 3.1. How am I going to react?
Versus, right?
Because you're not 65. You've got, odds are at least one of you are going to be alive at 90.
right?
So you got a long time ahead of you.
Yeah.
And if you've got the stomach to withstand the ups and downs, it's not like you're having to pull 8% on this portfolio or something.
I could make an argument that you should keep it 60-40, and I could make an argument why it should be 90-10.
And it's easier when the
me
market's
too.
been on fire and has done as well as it has the last 5 years to make an argument why you should increase your allocation.
Which is exactly the counter argument that I would
correct.
use. So
it's just 10-year money, right? The qualified part. So that's. Because I don't plan on touching it until my required minimum distribution.
Yeah, understand, but you don't take it all out either. It's going to be, there's money going to be there the
Yeah.
day you die.
30-year money.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that you actually have to spend it when you take it out. We have plenty of clients that actually take required minimum distributions and send it right over to their brokerage account to reinvest tax efficiently.
Sure.
I mean, it's just so. Anyway, great talking with you, Dave. We gotta run now.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Guys.
Glad you called.
Appreciate it.
Yep.